Amazon FBA step-by-step 2019. This isn't your usual step-by-step video. I'm gonna go over some stuff that is changing with Amazon, some stuff that is going to affect you, and tell you about it, tell you what we can do about it, and tell you why it doesn't matter. Guys, I'm super stoked about this video, okay? And the reason I'm so stoked about it is because we get so many questions on these 3 topics that are impacting sellers right now. And you know what? I'm just gonna take one video and I'm gonna cover all of them, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the computer. What's up, fam? Okay, listen, we are here today and you can see on your screen the things that we are gonna be talking about, okay? If you're getting some value out of this and you have not subscribed already, hit the subscribe button. Come and join the 9 fam. If you are already in the 9 fam, if you are here for these videos, we absolutely love you. And I'm excited about today's video, okay? Because today's video, I'm gonna talk about some things that I feel like a lot of other people are kind of trying to avoid. They're trying to not talk about them because they are difficult and they're not easy, but that is where we shine, okay? We want to make sure that we are addressing every issue that every single person has, whether you're already selling on Amazon or whether this is the very first time you're ever hearing about selling on Amazon, okay? So right here on your screen, you can see some things that change, some things that are changing, some things that have changed, some things that will consistently change as we go into 2019, okay? Because right now, like, we're ramping up, everyone's ramping up or already ramped up for Q4. And honestly, if you don't have a product up by now, it's gonna be really hard to get in for Q4. Normally, Amazon has some dates that they start, you know, saying, okay, if you want to sell on Black Friday or you want to sell on Cyber Monday, they have to be in the warehouses by this date. Or if you want to, you know, sell for Christmas, they have to be in the warehouses by this date. Amazon has not come out with those yet, so I'm a little confused as to why they haven't, but as soon as we have those dates, I will let you know, okay? But the first thing that we're going to talk about in this video, in this step-by-step video, okay, where it's really answering the tough questions moving into 2019, is about reviews, okay? Amazon likes to change reviews a lot and their policies around reviews, and it seems like they keep getting stricter and stricter. And you know, a couple months ago, there was literally a day where tens of thousands of reviews disappeared overnight. Amazon wiped them. A lot of them were illegitimate. They were gotten with incentivized, you know, reviews, something like that. But a lot of them were legitimate too, and we had a lot of people, including us, that were going in and repealing and doing these things and talking to Seller Central. If you ever have any reviews wiped, if you ever have like a problem where people can't leave reviews, the first thing you need to do is call or chat with Amazon seller support, okay? That's what you have to do. There's nothing you can do until you do that, and it's gonna be annoying and they're gonna take more time than you want them to take, but that's what you have to do, okay? So right here on this page, this is just a page on Seller Central, okay? And this is just their product reviews policy. So if we look at this, they're saying that, you know, we have a 0 tolerance policy, right? And they're saying we'll remove your selling privileges, we'll remove all your product reviews, we'll delist the product, we'll take legal action, okay? Now, out of all of these, I've never seen any of them happen except for this one, okay? I've never seen any of them happen except for this one. And I really honestly haven't really seen a permanent version of this. I've seen reviews get wiped and I've seen people be prevented from leaving reviews, but not permanently. Once you repeal with Seller Central, usually you can get the ability for reviews to come back, okay? And so there's all this kind of stuff and custom review policies, and they have all these communication guides and communication guidelines right here, what you can and can't say, all that kind of crap, okay? Here is the deal with reviews. I'll be upfront and honest and say reviews aren't the easiest thing to get, but I feel like this is a silver lining, okay? A couple months ago, we had a bunch of people posting that, hey, my reviews got wiped, or there were people, you know, making YouTube videos, hey, tens of thousands of reviews got wiped. There were a couple people like Viral Launch who did these crazy studies and podcasts, and Viral Launch has this podcast called Follow the Data, and they went through and they saw, you know, tens of thousands of reviews being lost overnight, okay? But what you have to understand is that some of these people that got their reviews wiped and are still getting their reviews wiped and have not recovered from getting their reviews wiped, right, are people who have been selling on Amazon for 2, 3, 4 years and have built up hundreds of reviews, and they're all illegitimate, and so they're getting taken down. What that means is that you, as a new new seller or as a getting started seller or even as a seller who started in the past 6 months to a year, that means that now we have opportunities in categories that before we didn't have any opportunity in, right? Because you can't go into an opportunity where every single person has 1,000 reviews. But if there was one seller that had 3,000 reviews and they got taken back down to 90, all of a sudden we can compete in that area because the reviews aren't nearly as hard. The reviews aren't nearly as hard to compete with when you're at 90 compared to 3,000, okay? Here is what I will say about reviews. If you guys don't know, we have an Amazon FBA course called 9U. This is not a sales pitch for it, but what I am saying is that in just a couple weeks, Amazon FBA 9U 2.0 is coming out, okay? And we are gonna go over a whole bunch of new ways to get reviews, right? The ways of, using auto email responders and asking for reviews, okay? There's been some things where, if you go to this communication guidelines, okay, then there's actually like exactly what emails you can send. Amazon will actually already send an email asking for a review, okay? But you can send another one. There's actually things in here saying about how you can't include marketing or promotional messaging, blah, 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 okay? That's why we've done product inserts. Now there's some things around product inserts. Are they legit? Are they illegitimate? Okay, guys, either way, if you want to go by Amazon's terms of service, you can't offer incentivized reviews, all that kind of stuff, okay? I'm not really gonna go into that, but what I am gonna say is because we're still testing a lot of these things out for Amazon FBA 9U 2.0, okay? Some of the things that we're looking at is things like this, Honest Hippo, okay? So what they do is they connect you to independent reviewers who would love to share what they think. Now, this is key because you're not doing incentivized reviews. You may not get all 5 stars, but what this falls down onto is making sure that you have a high quality product. And I'm actually gonna talk about this a lot more in just a second, okay? But there are things like this where you can get unbiased and verified reviews, and these are within Amazon's terms of service. I know that there's this thing called rebate key that I just found out about. A student just pointed it out to me, but basically you're paying the rebates up front, getting people, they aren't using coupons, so this actually works to help launch products, but you can also get verified reviews from this. We're testing this out. We're gonna see what happens. Just for reference, if anybody tries to do this baby milestone blanket, it is patented, so this person, unless they're the patent holder, is gonna get taken down. But that's just a completely and utterly random note, okay? But we're testing out a lot of things that there aren't videos on that people haven't done before, and what we're trying to do is give you guys the absolute best way to get reviews, okay? But at the end of the day, what can we do is look for new ways to get reviews, okay? How does it impact us? Guys, it makes it so we can get into more categories. Does it make it a little bit harder? Yes, but here's the thing. We did an interview with one of our students. His name is Nick. He's doing like $130,000 a month on Amazon right now. And at the end of that interview, if you watched it, you'll remember. If you haven't watched it, go check it out. But I asked him, what do you think about all these changes? And he said, listen, I need to do what I need to do today. And if a change comes, then I'll change what I do tomorrow. And I think that is key. You can't let this stuff scare you because there's silver linings. There are good things for us in all of them. And that is what I'm going to talk about, okay? So the next one is this one that we've got a lot of questions about specifically from our students, okay? Is that Amazon has launched this accelerator program because they're trying to create more exclusive brands where the seller comes up as Amazon, okay? What I see this as is I don't really see it as an issue, okay? Amazon is going to do what Amazon does, but when you look at it, and there are other articles that talk about this, around 60% of everything that is sold on Amazon FBA is sold by people like me and Kel, is sold by people like Nick, is sold by people like you if you're currently selling on Amazon, okay? They can't afford to hurt that market but so much, but they also want to do things to, help create more brands, blah, 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 okay? Here is the deal with this. Here's the deal with this, okay? With this accelerator program, with Amazon doing this, blah, 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 okay? There are 2 key things with this. The first key thing is that Amazon almost always goes for the price war. They pull the Walmart card and they're going and saying, oh, you can do this, you can sell it for this, well, I'm gonna get the buy box and I'm gonna drop this and I'm gonna sell this and I'm gonna do this, right? And then it ends up that you're in a price war with Amazon. Since the very beginning of this YouTube channel, since the very beginning of 9 University, what Kale and I have always taught is go for a high quality product. And I wanna take a second and talk about this, okay? Because even if you're selling the same product as another listing, okay, but you have a better listing, you have better pictures, you have better keywords, okay, and your price is $15 more, what that does is give a perceived value, okay? And a lot of perception is everything. And so what people perceive the value to be, they will pay more for. You have to understand that people who are buying things on Amazon, some of them are cheap and trying to get the cheapest thing. Some of them are not cheap and some of them have a lot of money and some of them are trying to buy the thing that has the highest perceived value and quality to them, okay? So if I'm gonna sell, I don't know, something like a wireless mouse, okay, I just picked this up off my table. I wanna make sure that my wireless mouse is gonna have an extremely high build quality, and then I'm gonna charge more money for it. And I'm gonna have great pictures and I'm gonna have great listing. I'm going to convince people that my product has a higher quality level than anything else that's listed for that keyword. And guys, it will lead to more sales. I remember one of the products that we launched a while ago. It's still going great. I can't tell you what the product is because everyone would go and find it and do all this kind of stuff, and it's actually still a decent product to launch. But what we did is we went on there and, you know, Jungle Scout showed the average price at like 30 bucks, okay? But a majority of them were selling at like $19.99. A couple were like $24.99, okay? And then there was one on the front page in the top 10 that was selling for $59.99, okay? $59.99. So what we did is we went and found the $59.99 one. We went and found that exact same product in Alibaba. We got it. The quality was super high. We ended up buying it, getting the inventory, shipping it to Amazon, and we started listing at it was selling for $59.99. We listed at $54.99. So undercut him by $5, but we were still almost double the price of everyone else on the front page, right? We ran PPC, we did all these different things. We got to the front page, and guys, we started selling them like hotcakes, even though we were the only one on the top page at that point in time that was more than double than everyone else because we'd kicked the other person off the front page. Guys, we were selling like hotcakes because of perceived value. We used obviously our own company, Honey Badger Boost, for the photos and for the listings, and it was a high quality product. And so people saw that and they went, oh, I could either buy a product like this that cost 18 bucks or I could buy one that costs 54. For some people, yeah, they're gonna go for the $18 one. For other people, they're gonna say, oh, well, the $55 one must be a better product, so I'm gonna buy that one. And guess what? Most of the time, I can't say this for sure, I haven't ever seen myself personally Amazon going after these high profit, high quality products, but most of the time that's not where Amazon's gonna try and compete. Amazon is gonna try to compete on something where they say that they can get a manufacturer and they can order inventories of tens of thousands at a time and get this lower price and then just keep price warring you down until Amazon is the only person that can afford to get the buy box. Don't do that. Don't get in price wars with people. We have another thing that we have to watch out for people asking us is people asking us like, oh, well, what about if, I know this is long, but I need you guys to listen to this because I'm answering so many questions. What do we do if the Chinese come and source the product and sell it for cheaper than us? Don't worry about it if you have a high quality, high price product. You're also going to make more profit. You only have to sell 1 unit compared to 3 units to make the same amount of money. Guys, that is key, okay? So once again, there's a silver lining. What does it mean? It means that Amazon is going after Amazon and Amazon is going to make more money. What does it mean for us? It doesn't change anything. Nothing that we teach is changing. Go for a high quality, high price product with 200%, 7 for 7, and this will not affect you, everything that we teach. If I just said all that and you don't understand what I'm saying, go watch some of our other videos on product research and we go through all of those different parameters. Or actually, we did a live video last week where we talked about them too, okay? The next thing that we're having a lot of people is these tariffs. I'm not going to get political. I'm not going to do anything. Here is what I have, okay? I have these PDFs where they are lists of all the products that are being affected by the tariffs, okay? And here's the deal, okay? Guys, look at this. This list, almost all of this is all food. Frozen retail cuts of meat and swine, live carp, live eels. I scroll down, dogfish. This is all fish, anchovies. Okay, mushrooms, pecans. This list is all like weird things, lubricating oils, AC motors, voltage and voltage current regulators, multimeters. Guys, this one, electrical signal generators. What, fishing vessels? No one's selling boats on Amazon. Guys, I have these lists and this is a list of everything that's being affected by tariffs, okay? As you can see, almost all of these are things that we do not sell on Amazon FBA. Nuclear reactors. No one is selling nuclear reactors on Amazon FBA. I promise, okay? I promise that's not happening, okay? So when people are like, oh no, we're having all these tariffs and blah, 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 all that is that you've watched a news channel like CNN or MSNBC or something somewhere, and it's like, oh, everyone's being affected. There are all these tariffs, blah, 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 blah. Here are the lists. And here's what I will also say about tariffs, okay? Since the very beginning, once again, okay, one of the things that Kale and I have taught, and you know this if you're in the 9 fam, you know this if you're still here, that we recommend finding a product with 200% ROI. If you find a product with 200% ROI, and even if it is one of these products on this list, guess what 200% ROI gives you? It gives you some breathing room. It's not going to take all of your profit profit margin. It's not going to take all of your return. You're still going to be able to do it. And as you go, as soon as you do that, as soon as you look at all this, right, what it's going to do is it's going to give you room. And we still recommend finding 200% ROI, even with the tariffs. It's not impossible. Guys, one of our products, we source it for $1.10 a piece, shipped, complete landed price, and we sell it for $19.99 a pop. Guys, this is not impossible. This is not hard. It's not easy, but it's not hard. And I wanted to go over these things because these are some of these changes as we go into Q4, as we go into Q1, we go into 2019, okay? And the last thing is, why does it not matter? As you can see, if you're here, every single one of these videos, or every single one of these topics, right? I came in and said, why does it not matter? If you want these lists, comment down below. We'll set up an email or something, or post a link to them. We'll do something. Guys, but it doesn't matter, because here's the thing. No matter what business you are in, no matter if you have a brick and mortar store, no matter if you have this, no matter if you have that, no matter if you're doing Amazon FBA or Facebook ads or anything, okay? What we are doing is we are creating a business, and there will always be changes. There will always be things that we are affected by, okay? And the goal is, do not get discouraged. Do not quit. Don't not start because of some change that's going to affect you 6 months down the road. The goal is to get started and then change as necessary, because we live in an ever-changing world. We live in a, we work in an ever-changing business industry, right? Things are always going to change. Things are always going to be different. Things are way different than they were 4 years ago selling on Amazon FBA. I didn't even sell on Amazon FBA 4 years ago, and I know that they're different, okay? But guess what? That does not mean that people start making money. That does not mean that it's still not a great opportunity. I mean, guys, look at the student success stories just on our channel. Look at the video with Nick. Go watch the video with Nick if you have not watched it. The opportunity is there. And all these things that are on my screen right now are things that people are using as excuses to not have an Amazon FBA business. I am telling you, get your Amazon FBA business, get it up and running, and then Kale and I, or other people, whoever you want to listen to on YouTube, on podcasts, whatever, will be here to help you make the changes that you need to make so that you can keep going. That's it. I know I've been talking a lot, but I've been trying to give you so much information, okay? If you're in the 9 fam, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Got some big announcements over the next couple weeks for the 9 fam. Stick around. Hit that subscribe button if you got some value out of this. And with that, I will see you guys in the next one.